Hey everyone, this is Scorpion from How to Do. Today we will be learning how to make a dancing line in Unity using Playmaker. So let's see how it looks like. Oh. There we go. So this was the kind of mechanics I made, and this is all about the tutorial. So this is what the tutorial is all about. All right, yeah, so this is what we're going to make today, and so let's get started. So let's just go ahead and create a new scene for you guys, a whole new scene with a directional light and a main camera. I'm gonna go ahead and add 3D object and a cube, and let's just call this cube a ground, and hit F to focus on it. But before we do that, you have to set this guy to 0 0 0 so that it's in the center of the scene. All right, and then we can press F, of course, and make this little shorter and thinner, and then you can go ahead and make it like this much big. All right, because it's the ground, right? And let's just make it even, so 6 by 6 will be good. All right, perfect square. Then we can go ahead, add 3D object and a cube, and we can make this 0 0 0 0 0 0. There we go. Bring it a little to the left and like that. All right, and bring it up. There we go. And then we can of course make this guy a little bigger, like that. Now you can see the camera is not actually set, so we have to do that too. But before we do that, we have to add some materials to that. I have already made them. Let me just go ahead and make another one for you. So let's just go ahead, create, right click and say create a material, and we'll call it player. I already have two of them player, so this is player 1. Let's just delete. Oh no, I should not. Oh shit. Again, does not. Oh sorry. Sorry guys, nothing actually happened. So I'm gonna delete this guy, player 1, also this one, and yeah, you can make them. Yeah, right, you can just create materials, do that, and add it there, and then add some color, and there you go. There you have the material. So I have already made them. I'm gonna use the them. Okay, I can just go ahead, control D that, and make some differences in there. So come in here, make it kind of like this so that it looks a little better. All right, there we go. Looks a little better. I don't know why it's not looking that good. I really don't know. Let's just make it white. Yeah, that's much better. Let's just make it white, and the surface will be black. All right, now to set up the camera, you actually want to do something. You have to go ahead and select the camera, and you have to set up the perspective you want to be in the camera in your view. All right, in your scene. I think you're getting me. You have to set it up in here in the scene, and you have to say Control Shift F, and there you go. The camera snaps to the position right here, which you see in the scene. You can do that. Control Shift F. There we go, and the camera is already set. Make this a little bigger, like 15 by 15, and yeah, that looks good. There we go. Main camera, Control Shift F, bam, it looks good. Man, it looks good. Okay, now as you can see, the background does not looks good at all, so we have to change that too. So go to your camera, change it to solid color, and select this background and make it little lighter or darker. So I will make it little like this. All right, so there we go. It looks good to me now, and we can make it kind of a, I don't know, yellowish color, like that. and orangish. Yeah, yep, you're right. There we go. It looks good to me right now. Now we have to make something. The first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and rename this cube to player, and then I have to make this camera follow the player. So you can do this. Yeah, you can just drag and drop the camera inside over here, and there we go, the camera follows it. However, you don't need that. You have, because when you rotate your camera, your player, the camera also rotates, and you don't need that. So just drag out your player camera, go into player and add a empty object, and I will call this camera follow. This is the object that the camera will actually follow. Alright, and then control D that, so duplicate that, and this will be the camera base. The base means the camera pivot. Alright, this will be the rotation and the position of the camera leg. So drag and drop your camera inside your camera base, and there we go. You can see that the pivot of your camera becomes this one, so you can do that. Alright, awesome. Now you can go to your camera base and say FSM. If you don't see this FSM Playmaker, go ahead, click the link in the description box below and download that first, so you will see that, and then go ahead and rename this to movement and say edit, and now you have to say move towards. So you want your camera base to move towards the camera follow, so it will follow the camera follow. Easy. And make sure you set this finish distance to 0, and that's that. I guess that's that. You can also reduce the speed to 6, and now you can see when we play, the camera will actually follow the player. There you go. And when we rotate the player, it does that rotation thingy. So that's pretty awesome. So you can save the scene by control S. I will call this tutorial scene, and there we go. Now we want to make some kind of a trail that leaves, but before we do that, we want the player to move forward. So let's just go ahead and say that, and I think I messed up. You have to say follow in the camera base, because it's not movement, it's follow, and you have to go to your character and say movement. It does not matter what you name, but I think movement, because I think that it will help you in organizing things. Alright, so it will be pretty good. So I want our player to move forward, so we can do that by simply saying translate. So translate actually makes your player move in specific direction. So it says game object user owner, which means the cube or the player. So we want it user owner, and we want to make him move in the Z direction. So let's just say Z direction, and I don't know, I guess 6 will be good, and that's that. Now our player will start moving in the Z direction. There we go, he's moving like that. Now we want some kind of a system that when we click, then the player turns. Alright, so now in this video I'm making it on a PC, but in the next video I'll try to convert this guy into Android, so that will be also cool. So make sure you subscribe my channel and watch the next video. So now I want to add some kind of a system that when we click, it turns. So we can say get mouse button down. The mouse button down which we want is left, so when we press the left click, it goes to new event called turn, and new state, and there we go. Now in the next state, we also do want to do these two things, so that we also move forward, and we also have the button to come back to the original rotation, because that's what they do in the dancing line. But we want to change the rotation, right? So we can do that by simply saying set rotation, and let me just quickly show you guys what you want with the rotation. So this is a player, right, and this is the rotation. So now it is set to 0, but we want to do it like this much, right? This 90 degrees, so we want it to rotate minus 90 degrees when we click. Okay, so when we are here, we want to set the rotation to 0 in the Y, right? 0 in the Y, and then when we click, we want to turn it in -90 in the Y, -90, and when we click back, it will go into 0. And make sure you set it to self. I guess that will work much better. And now you can see that when we play, he starts to move, and there we go. It actually rotates, but we can see its rotation, but that's good. All right, you can see it right here. You can see it right here. It's 0, and now it's -90, 0, -90, 0. That's great. Awesome. Save the scene, and now we want some kind of a trail that leaves behind in the original dancing line. Let me just quickly show you guys what I mean. Go to YouTube and quickly show you guys a gameplay of dancing line. Dancing line, yeah. And there we go. Any you can see this trail right behind it, right? This trail right here. So we want to do this. We want to make this now. Come back to Unity, and how we can do that is by what the actually thing is that when the player actually moves forward, it leaves a clone behind it, so like this. All right, so it makes a duplicate of them like this. All right, and it moves forward like that. So I guess that is what they do. I don't really know what they do, but that is my guess. All right, so what we can do is we can say Control D and duplicate the player, remove the FSM from it, remove the box collider from it, and go inside, remove the camera follow it, and I can go ahead and rename it to clone. All right, so that's great. Then we can go ahead and make a prefab out of it. Create folder, prefabs tutorial, and come in there and drag and drop your clone inside over here, and there we go. You can see the clone over here. Delete the clone from there, and you can go into camera, player, make an FSM out of it, and go ahead and call this FSM the trail, snake trail, dragon trail, whatever you want to say. And you can say create game object, and the game object which you want to create is the clone right in the place where the player is. So the game object is clone and the spawn point is player, as you can see. And we want to say wait for little time, like 0.01, and then go to finished, make a new state, and the new state will actually be the same state. So copy paste, Control C, Control V, no, and there we go. That will do it. So this will make an infinite loop between that. You can see it's a loop. There you can see, and there you can see this trail right here. As you can see, it's quite nicely working, and I am loving it. There we go. It's actually really awesome. So it's quite nicely working by itself, and we can of course do some like you can add this effect. It's really awesome. Bam. It's a really awesome effect. I love playing with it. You see, awesome, beautiful. And if you want to make it more smoother with these edges, you can see you can also reduce the time, like 0.0001, this much. I guess it will work. I don't know if it will work or crash or whatever, but you can do that. I think so. Whoa, it's pretty smooth. You can see it. You can see it's pretty smooth. There we go. Whoa, awesome. Of course, if you do it really fast, it won't work nicely, but if you do it slow, it will be pretty smooth. So but we don't want that, right? We don't need that, so we can come back and reduce the time, 0.01 and 0.01. Great. Control S to save the scene, and now it's pretty nice working. Now we want some kind of obstacle to for it to collide with, and drag and drop the clone inside over here because I don't want to make a new object, and I'll call it the obstacle actually, not obstacles. There we go, and we will make it like this. Now I'm not designing any map over here, so beware of that. I'm not designing any kind of a map, so just do something like something. There we go. I think it will kind of work. Work for now, right? Okie dokie. So we want to go in there and do something from there, right? Okay, so how to do that? Because when we go in there, play the game, it will actually go through that. Okay, so how to do that? First, I want to change the material of these obstacles so that we do not get confused between them. Change the materials a bit, and the next thing I want to do is I want to make them kind of interactive, so I have to add some kind of a collider. So I can add a box collider to them so that it fits exactly where it should be. And then next thing I want to do is I want to make them as a trigger. Great. Now make sure you select your player and add the tag of the player to them so that it works nicely. Then come back to your player, the obstacle, I guess, no, player, I guess, I don't remember what I should do. Thing is that you have to select these guys and turn them off the trigger and add some kind of a tag. Let's just say enemy or obstacle or anything. You can go add tag and add a new tag over here, name of your choosing, and come back and set the tag to them. I have already set them to obstacles. You can set them to anything. All right, like you can make the tag by yourself. And then you can come over here, make this guy as a tag, as a trigger, and then you can come over here, add a new FSM, because I don't want to get things first up in the same FSM, so I want to make them separate. This will be the obstacle detector, say edit, and I want to say trigger event. On trigger enter, when the player enters the obstacle, we want to say stop. Hey you stop. There we go. And in the stop, we want to stop the guy. We're going to say set property of the movement FSM and set that enable to false, which means this is true and this is false, so enables will become disabled. And the same thing with the trail, the drag and drop this trail in here, and there we go. Actually it will kind of work, however it will not work. Actually it will work, but it will not work. The greatest thing ever said by me. So there we go, it does not work. Why? Because our player does not has any kind of rigid body to it, so we have to add a rigid body. And make sure you say is kinematic to true and freeze the rotations in this, I don't know what it's called, constraints, and freeze the rotation of everything. Control S that, save the scene, and now you will see that it will stop when it collides with something. There we go, it stops, so we cannot do anything now. Okay, so now we want to add some kind of a restarting thingy. So when it comes over here, we want to say get button down, or we can say get mouse button down again, the right one for the restarting. Again I'm saying restarting. Again I'm saying that I will make a tutorial on how to make this game inside of Android. We will just change the input thingy. So I came in here, whenever we get press the right button, we will restart the game. So just say restart level and it will restart the game. And make sure, okay, before I do anything, I want to show you guys. Bam, and there we go. The game actually restarts, but there is kind of a dimmer light in here. This is because you haven't baked your light, so just get out of the auto generator and generate light for yourself. You can do that, right? And it will take some time for me, and there we go, it's done. Now it will not give you any kind of a problem. Bam. it looks good. So that's it. I think that's it. Well, this level is actually little hard. Or is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. Oh shit, it is impossible. Let me just see. Oh shit. Heck. Fuck. Bitch. I don't want to say anything else. Shit, man, I have to do it. I have to do it for my YouTube channel. For the sake of my YouTube channel. The thing is that this is not only the way, I guess. There we go. Hey, there we go. Awesome, developer. The thing I wanted to show you guys is that it does not falls down, but actually in the actual game it does. There we go. There we go. You can see it jumped from there. There we go, it jumped from there and it landed over there, and between this the trail actually vanishes. So we want to make some kind of thing like that. There's a notification for me how to do my bullets are not spawning. I will reply to you, buddy. I will reply to you. Be patient. He was asking for me, help me please, please. How to do my bullets are not spawning. I will reply you, buddy. I will reply you. Make sure that I reply to everyone. I think so. I try to do that. Alright, so feel free to leave the comments below, and feel free to donate me some money. Alright, because I need that. I really need that. So let's just come back in here and add another FSM, and this will detect the ground. So let's just call it ground detector. There we go, and we can come in here and we want to say raycast 2. So you won't see this raycast 2 because it is not built inside of Playmaker. So you have to go ahead, click the link in the description box below, and download a folder. It's called Playmaker custom actions. So you can just go ahead, download that, and drag and drop it inside your project window of your Unity, and it will show you the raycast 2. Alright, so not to worry anything. So we want to raycast in the down direction, so it will be in the -y. So direction will be in the -y, -1 in the y, and the distance will be 1 or 0.5. There we go. And not hit event, the raycast 2 actually gives you this function, not hit event. So that's really awesome. When it does not hit, it means we are not in air, so we are not grounded. So we want to say fall. So there we go, fall, add transition fall. There we go. In fall we want to say, we want to set the property of the rigid body, set property of rigid body, so it will just fall, right? So how to do that is, let me just quickly show you what I mean. Heck. So when we do that, we are actually the is kinematic is true. When we take the false, you can see it falls to false, and when we say hit is kinematic is true, it just you know, rigid body is actually not working on it. That's kind of thing. Drag and drop rigid body and is kinematic. Here you go, and set it to false. Alright, so it means it will start to fall. That's great. Copy this guy, paste it in here, and when it hits event, which means we are now on grounded, so we want to say grounded, and drag it in there. There we go. And in there we want to set the property of the rigid body to is kinematic is equals to true, and that will actually do it. We can actually jump from here to there. I will do the hack. There we go, hack, and there we go, he actually jumps. Now we can pause the game, and there we go, he jumps like that. We can copy the ground, duplicate that, so duplicate, and bring it little down, bring it little here, bring it little up, and there we go, there is the ground. We can make it like this. Alrighty, and we have to copy this guy. So copy, because if we come out of the gameplay it will just vanish, so we have to say paste, and there we go, there is the that thing. Play the game and you will see it will jump and land right on towards that and start to move on and alright, and then fall again. So that's the thing, but you can see the trail still remains over there, so we can also disable that. We can say Control C Control V and drag and drop the trail inside over here. So this is what I was saying, different FSMs actually help you a lot. Alright, enable to false, copy this, enable to true when we are not falling, and copy this guy, and when we are falling we want this to be false so that it does not make the trail, and that will actually work. There we go, he starts going there, and there we go, it looks really cool. Awesome. Bam, wham, awesome, looks good to me. And now what we can do is that when we do not land on this guy, we will actually fall forever and the game will not restart at all. You can see we will fall forever, infinite loop, the bottomless pit. Whoa. Okay, so how to do that? So you have to just go ahead and make a trigger. So just go ahead, copy this guy, ground, and go on the top view, make this much big, remove the mesh collider, mesh renderer, and in the box collider you have to say is trigger. Go to FSM, no, not that, iTween FSM event, remove this and go to FSM, edit, and you can say trigger event. So whenever anything comes in this trigger, which is this much big, and the thing that should be player, then go to say new event, restart. I was doing it without saying, but I thought I will do it, but I will not. Bam, and we'll say restart the level, and it will actually work. There we go, it jumps kind of like that, then there. Okay, restart, and it looks good to me. You can see this thing, I noticed that, and you can fix that really easily by just going to the player and making sure that it is right on top of the ground, so that will not happen again. There we go. So that's it guys, hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, then subscribe to my channel, which is how to do. And if you want me to make a tutorial on how to make this guy in Android, go ahead, click the link, go ahead and I did it. I did that. So if you want me to make the tutorial on how to make this game on Android, go ahead and leave some comments below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure you like my video or something, and yeah, I will appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video, and I will not turn off this video until I do this level thingy. Just wait a second guys, just wait a second, I will do it, believe me guys, I will do it. There we go. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, be cool. The other single tip I want to give you guys, that you can see this these states are appearing right here that really I don't like them, so you have to just go ahead, go to your Playmaker GUI and just do that, and that will do this, that will do the thing. There we go. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to do some hack thing or mod thing, you can also do that by going and removing this tag, and now no one can actually detect you. So there we go. No, actually they detected them. Let me see, how can we do the mod? Remove the trigger, actually remove the trigger, set it to player, I guess that is the thing. Okay, there's the mod. There we go. No one can actually detect you now. That trigger can, but and there we go. So that was it. That was the mod of today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, be cool.